Good morning. Please open today's topic and go through the activity guide and walk me through. Over to you, Anil.
Okay, Anil. Today we will be discussing on the Managing Journals 11, Lesson 11, Managing Journals. In this practice, we will create the journal groups and open a period. First of all, we will log into our EPM Cloud and we'll go for the journals card. After that, we'll select the activity actions under the groups. We will create the groups. Using this activity guide, we will follow this in our navigation part. Let's see how can we do that in our navigation part. First of all, open our EPM Cloud, navigate to journals. As per our activity guide, he has taken that under the actions, he has selected the groups. Under the actions, click on the groups, click on create. Use the name as per our activity guide, it is blue sheet and the description is blue sheet journal. Click on save for saving this group. Like this, we can create the journal groups here. After that, continue with our activity guide. Similarly, we can create the group with the yellow sheet and description as yellow sheet journal. Again, similarly, we can create that by clicking on create. Give the name as yellow sheet. And the description is yellow sheet journal. Click on save. The new group has been created like yellow sheet. And after that, click on close. Now, click on the manage period under the application card and select the scenario as actual and year as FY20. We can see the managing period here. Click on the home icon here and click on the application. Under the application, select the manage periods here. Select the scenario. For example, he has taken as scenario as actual and year is FY20. Click on go. As you can see that the period has been unopened. And verify that as under the action, click on February for opening this period. I'm selecting Jan and February, or we can select any of them. For example, as per our activity guide, we have taken the February part here. Under the action, click on open here. The period, February period has been open. Note the web has been as per our activity guide, the status has been changed from unopened to open. This completes our 11.1. Coming to 11.2 part 1, creating a journal using a template. In this practice, we will create a journal template and that will be used for our journal. Same process, log into our EPM Cloud, click on the home page, click journals card and under that select the templates tab here. Let's see in our navigation part here. Select the journals card here. Click on the journal template here. Click create to create a new template here. Give these details like label is for journal expense, description is a journal template for revenue and expense account, journal type is regular, data source is journal input and template is standard. Journal type is regular, data source is journal input, the journal template type is standard. Click on create. First save the journal file. And to create a journal entry, click on create and you pick the gear icon for creating the picking up the dimension parts here. Click on here, create, and dimension members has been enabled here. First, there is a two process, like we can manually enter the data here, or we can select the under the action. There is a gear icon here for picking up the members. For picking up members, click on pick on. We'll get a menu for selecting these dimension members. For example, as per our activity guide, he has taken the entity as EN01_05, account is 7,000, intercompany as no intercompany, moment as no moment, local gap for multi gap, and for product is no product. Select the menus as per our activity guide. Click on OK. Like this, the row has been created. Similarly, for creating click create on create a new row for another journal. We can change this directly, or we can change this here under the picking members under the actions. I'm changing the account to from travel expense to meals expense here. Like this, click on save and followed by close. Like this, we can create a journal template here. Now let's see for practice 11.2 part 2, create a journal from a template. In this practice, we will be creating a journal based on our template that has been created earlier. The process is log into our application, click on the manage journals and select the following POV and click on the template for the template card here and provide the details. Let's see in our navigation part how can we do and create a journal from using a template. We are already in the journals card here. Select that manage journals here. Create, we will see three options here. One is refresh, create, and create from form template. Click on from template. We can see the created template here for journal expense. Click on apply. Like this, we can see the template has been created a template for expense. Provide the details here for enter the grouping yellow sheet and give the credit and debit forms here 2707 and 2707 in debit. Select the group here yellow sheet. In the credit, he has given 2707 and the debit 2707 for meal expense here. And click save and then close. As you can see, the status is under working only. Click on close. In the practice 11.3, creating and running a journal report. Under the process is like log into our EPM cloud, click on the reports, and under the reports, he has taken the journal reports and selected the POV for a selected yellow sheet and group, then run report. Under the report, select the journal reports here. We can create a here, click on create and select the, this is the POV selection. We can select that under as per our activity ticket, he has selected the yellow sheet here and click on run report here. select the location for the downloading part in the local file. For example, he has we can take from downloads part here, journal report, click on save. We can select and open the journal report here. Like this, we can see this journal report for this application created. This completes our practice 11, managing journals. Let's see for practice lesson 12, running consolidations. In this practice, we will be learning adding an entity and account dimension members. We have created currencies for practice 4.3. First, log into our application, click on the home page under the data and select the exchange rates here. Select single period form. Click on the data. Under the data, enter the exchange rates single period. Open the form. Now enter the following information is for the form, like USD under exchange rates is 1 and AUD 1.3, UR 0.84 and INR is 72.60. USD 1 for AUD is 1.30. UR 0.84. And for INR 72.60. The first row has been created successfully. For AUD, enter the second row details here, 0.77 for AUD 1 and EUR for 0.65 and INR is for 55.89. For third row, EUR for USD 1.19 and AUD for 1.55 and EUR for 1 and INR is 86.36. Let's enter the third row form details here. Similarly, for INR, view the details. $0.014. 0.018. T for UR 0.012. Click on save for saving the details here. The data has been saved. Now let's see under practice 12.2, entering the ownership percentages and recomputing the ownership. Under the review overview, select the application under the home page and go for the dimensions tab. Select for the entity dimension here. Please open the dimension editor. Expand the CE entity here. Under that, he has taken LE1, LE2, LE3, and intercompanies has been taken as S, and click on save and then cancel and for closing this page. So I am taking here a company A under the subsidy A addition. Select the intercompany as S for 3 members here. Sub 1, sub 2, sub 3 I have taken, and click on save for saving these dimension members. Click on save for invalid values. Click on cancel for close this group. Once it's completed, hit on the refresh database under the actions. Click on create and refresh the database here. After the database refresh part, we will go for the close the all open windows, and we will go for the consolidation tab here. The database refresh part has been successfully done here. Can close, and navigate to the consolidation tab here. Under the application, select the consolidation card here. Expand the year and particular scenario, provide that. Under that, select for the LE1, LE2 and ownership details as for our activity card. Ownership is percentage for LE1 is 100 and LE2 is 80 and ownership for LE3 is 60. Consolidation method is for LE1 is holding and subsidiary is will select like that. For example, I am taking the LE1 as a subsidiary one 100% and LE2 as 80%. And ownership of substitution 3 as LE3 as a 60. Click for save for saving changes here. Save changes. And followed by the recompute ownership data here. Click under the actions. Select for the recompute ownership data here. Select the POV here. Scenario is actual. Year is FY20 and start with is February. Click on recomputer here. The recomputation has been successfully done. Now let's see under the consolidation process tab here. We can see the consolidated block under that. Under that, select all the rule sets and deploy them as per our activity guide. Note with these deploying that are already been deployed into our application. This completes our 11.2 so running consolidation, and coming to 11.3 running these consolidations. In this practice, we will run the consolidation here. So, for example, running for in this practice, we will be learning how to execute the consolidation rule and for the difference between the ruling this type. Expand the consolidation or data form. Take as the data sign dimensions as per entity guide, and run the consolidation part there. And under the business rules, select the business rules card here and click on launch. Let's see in our navigation part here. Click on the under the data. Take any data form here as it contains the data. Select the business rules here. Select the consolidate part here. Provide the select the POV selections here. Click on launch. It will launch our consolidation run here. Click on the job section for checking this error. But click on the error here. Click on the database refresh part once again here. Click on finish and relaunch the rule here. Under the rules card, select the consolidate here, click on the launch. Give the specified scenario and click on launch. Like this, we can do the consolidation part. It completes our practice 12. And let's get into our practice 11, 13, managing jobs, migration, and auditing the data. Click on the application and under the overview, select the inbox outbox explorer here. And we'll upload the file, import data. Select the file for importing. Click on the import data here. Use the details. Click on validate and import. For importing this file, click on close, and check in our job section. As the import data has been successfully done, under jobs, we can schedule the jobs as per our requirement. Like this, under the schedule jobs, click on the rules. What type of jobs we will select. For example, we'll take the database refresh here. We will schedule the date and give the recurrence pattern. For example, refresh database daily, and recurrence pattern is we can define it here, and click on next. You provide the job details here and select next. Click on finish. Like this, we can select and give the schedule jobs here. Now let's see under the selecting tasks for auditing. Under the tools, select for the audit card here. Click on configure. As per our requirement, select the uncheck the other details here and click on apply. I'm taking the whole configure part here and clicking on apply. Now we can see how can we export and delete the audit data. Click on filter and select the filter and use the description part here for selecting these details and click apply that. And we will see the audit data. Click on export and this data you can delete also here. These are all the audit information that are selected under the filter mark here. Under the actions, we can export these details, audit details here. We can view the audit file name here. Click on save and we can open that in our Excel sheet. Like this, we can export these audit information here. Similarly, we can do that delete part also here. This completes our auditing 11.3 here. Let's see under the 11.4 exporting artifacts to a snapshot. For this, we will see under the tools card under migration here. Select migration card. Select as per our activity guide. Select all the categories under this. Click on export. For exporting these under cloud. Give the details here. For example, I am taking as I am giving the application name here and followed by the name. Click on export. For exporting our whole migration, click on refresh. For checking these details, it usually takes time for exporting for 2 to 3 minutes. And exports into our cloud in as a zip file. It usually resides in our cloud for 60 days, or we can download it into our local machine. Now we can see the exporting has been successfully completed. Click on close. And when it is displayed in the snapshots, as we can see, this is the export we have done. And similarly, we can import this data using a snapshot here, like relating an application and importing them. For example, deleting an application, for under the application, click on the overview and followed by remove application here. It will delete all our contents. Click on continue for deleting this application. Usually it takes time for a minute or a couple of minutes. Once the application will be removed, it will redirect to our sign in page. And we'll see this menu icon here like this, create or manage here. We will sign in again here. As we will see in our activity guide, like this, we can see these as starting an application from scratch level, or we can use the migration process here. Click on migrate. Under the snapshot, select the specified snapshot. For example, I am taking here as a app revival here, final. And under the three dots, click on import. Click on OK. And you start the migration process. It will take for 15 to 20 minutes here approximately. And this concludes our migration status here. Thank you.